Let's shuffle on. So again, Hollywood Burning is the aim, the name of the main name of the title. But Hollywood is burning, and it seems people are absolutely ripping apart Bob Iger and Disney wokeness. I mean, this is a Wall Street Journal opinion piece by Alicia Finley. Wokeness hobbles Disney as it faces the streaming challenge. Not only that,
there was Hollywood this one. I was just going to send this to you. Yeah.
Unpacking Bob Iger's terrible, horrible, no good PR week. So Bob Iger is absolutely being ripped apart in the presses, and it is, it's funny. I mean, let's take a look. Right, just this as a title alone, wokeness.
Daddy Iger,
Disney. Daddy Iger, as Andre coined it. Disney CEO Bob Iger hinted this month that he might sell some of the company's cable channels on the heels of thousands of layoffs across the business's empire.
We were just talking about that. Yeah.
Stock has fallen by more than half in the past 2 years, and the streaming service is losing billions of dollars annually. Stuff which no one talked about, and we were talking about it. So good, finally, you're up to scratch now. There's no question that streaming has disrupted the economics of the TV and film industry, but Disney's forthcoming live-action remake of the 1937 animated classic Snow White illustrates another business problem. This is some spicy shit. Disney has elevated progressive pieties over originality and tradition, which may be alienating its customer base. This is some spicy shit from the Wall Street Journal. In its new rendition, the Seven Dwarfs are recast as magical creatures of various races and ethnicities, and Latina actress Rachel Zegler reprises the princess whose skin in the Brothers Grimm tale is white as snow. There's nothing wrong with casting a diverse crew, but Disney is refashioning a classic fairy tale merely to virtue signal. It's not wrong. Not wrong at all. Disney Plus streaming service warns that animated classics such as Dumbo, Peter Pan, and Jungle Book include negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures that were wrong then and wrong now. Thanks for the trigger warning. But most parents don't need to be hit over the head with things they already know. Yet that's what Disney's newer films, along with most Hollywood productions, do. They hit you over the head with left-wing culture.
Over and over. And
you know what's funny? Is in my head, I got
amazing.
A picture of left-wing culture. It was Culture Casino with a man bun.
No way.
Brilliant.
I
love this. Mr. Iger has blamed overproduction, an industry-wide problem. It's true. The amount of new content is overwhelming and not well presented. Lineups of new shows and movies resemble dinner menus. Lots of choices, most of them mediocre. You have to try numerous dishes before finding one that hits the spot. Who has the time? This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Disney's classics are classics because they discreetly impart virtues through parables. The mirror on the wall dubs Snow White the fairest of them all, not because of her skin color, but because of her magnanimous character, which she demonstrates in her kindness towards the dwarfs. You can't argue with any of this. Mr. Iger recently criticized the actors and screenwriters that were on strike for being not realistic by demanding significantly higher base pay and a cut of revenue from stream productions, among other things. They are adding to a set of challenges that this business is already facing that is, quite frankly, very disruptive and dangerous. He's right. Other unions have put their members out of work by issuing excessive demands to businesses facing disruption, be it from foreign competition or new technology. As much as Hollywood promotes cultural change, it's very much struggling to adapt to technological business changes threatening its left-wing megaphone. By projecting, fucking this article's great. By projecting their politics into children's movies, Disney employees may end up casting themselves into the woods. What an article, guys! Wow. What do we think?
And from the Wall Street Journal too.
It was fire. Now it's an opinion piece from Melissa Finley, but she does a very good job of breaking it down. And because this is primarily a financial paper, the investors and the people that read this probably are well aligned with what she's saying here and have been acknowledging this for some time. You have retail investors such as myself who, pay attention to what these financial pages say, and this is reaching a lot of those minds. It's also quite telling, which I think you were trying to lead us on with there, Mr. H, in that this is a complete narrative shift from what we would normally see, especially in the mainstream press. So
it is.
Yeah,
they're saying what we've been saying, and they denied us, and they called us trolls, review bombers, every name under the sun, racist, misogynists, everything. Now they're saying what we were saying. They called us right wing. This wokeness hobbles Disney as it faces the streaming challenge. That would be considered a right wing YouTube headline, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it would be. And all the things that she says about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that'd be considered right wing. That'd be considered racist to some morons. And it's in mainstream press.
Well, these things warm my heart, especially after how Barbie played this weekend, but I'm afraid that we're going to get performed or outright bombed like Indiana Jones, and you can even make an argument for the Little Mermaid bombing in a way. And those were the two big movies for Disney this year. So they were kind of leading the charge of this. We need to get the hell out of this woke business. Sure, you've seen a lot of DEI firings. Some of them will argue. Some people will argue they just move them around. But
and then you actually had a rehire today in a DEI.
I saw that, and of course, where was it? Culture.
It's not good news.
Where was it though?
Oh gosh, couldn't tell you.
It's a trick question. It was Warner Brothers, the same studio that put out Barbie, which is exactly what I was saying. We're going right back to where we started from.
Well, like I said, my thoughts are broader than this because there are many articles, and again, this is another one that I sent to Mr. H. But I mean, I'm doing a video strictly on the 5 articles that I found today that all have the same tone as this. So, yeah, that video on Thursday will be fire. But I don't know, Nick. Did you have thoughts on that?
I just thought about when you guys were sitting there talking about people getting fired, rehired, that sort of thing. Perlmutter, he was fired, and he's a big Trump supporter. But he was allegedly fired because of disputes over Doctor Strange budget. But okay.
Oh, it's insane. Again, look, so unpacking Bob Iger's terrible, horrible, no good PR week. Many in Hollywood hoped that the re-up Disney CEO, long considered the corporate leader most in tune with talent, would emerge as a level-headed mediator who could end the labor impasse. And then he spoke his mind. Why did he do it? That's the question many in Hollywood have asked in the wake of Bob Iger's now infamous July 13th interview with CNBC in Sun Valley. What possessed Iger to pick such a place and time to express his disappointment? Fuck, this stuff's amazing. Basically, this stuff's incredible that they just lay into these people now. I mean, good, they should, right? Like this stuff, they should be saying this stuff. This is what we've been saying for ages. They're literally just saying what we've been saying for ages. But it's almost become an undeniable facet to society now. You can't keep denying this stuff. You have to address it at a certain point, and that's what they're doing. They have to address it. Seemingly that's what they're doing. They have to address the thing because it's become so blatant and obvious now. They can't keep denying it. God, that Wall Street Journal article is amazing. Wokeness hobbles Disney. Fucking hell, that's so good. I love it. Absolutely love it. Do we think it's going to continue?
I think so. She literally wrote in that article what everybody can see with their own eyes. That has a brain that has an IQ above 2 numbers. It's kind of obvious. Everything she was saying in there was obvious. It's just nice to see somebody in a article as big as the Wall Street Journal actually pointing it out now. Yeah, because we've all been talking about this stuff for years now.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, if I'd written that headline, just putting woke in a title, people would go, "You're right wing, you're this," and you're like, "Well, no, it's just woke is just a description, right? I'm just describing an action that people are doing or a mindset that people are taking." It's just a descriptor. It doesn't mean you're right wing to do it. Who cares if you are right wing? It doesn't matter. But people are so triggered by this stuff. It's utterly insane. It's embarrassing at this point.
And Bob Iger keeps making one bad decision after another, after another.
Howdy.
The whole Disney Plus thing was, I think, a mistake. on their part. I mean, they already have ABC. They already have like 2 or 3 Disney channels. They literally could have put their content on those channels, got ad revenue from them, and then licensed them out to other streaming services, and then got paid on top of that from them.
So funny, so funny, so funny.